Okay guys, so let's talk about timed nutrition. So today, for all you new members, we touched on the basic meal plan. We went over some prepping ideas and we talked about what the coconut oil is used for in the meal plan, the clean eating principles, everything about the meal plan we went over today. So you'll see at the end of your program there is a bonus, and there's a bonus meal plan, and it's called the timed nutrition meal plan. So I'm going to go through that with you and help you decide which meal plan you are going to use when it comes to starting your 6-week push. So if you're new to this journey and you haven't really followed a clean eating style of meal plan or really worked out much, then I would recommend you start with the basic clean eating meal plan, which is the first one in the program. Get used of eating this way, meaning cutting out processed foods, eating every few hours, including proteins, healthy fats, and healthy carbs. Get used of eating that way, and then if you want later on, say in round 2 or 3 of the push, then really dial in and try the time nutrition, you can switch. But if you've been at this journey for a while and you're already really familiar with basic clean eating and you've been working out and nothing seems to be working for you, then I would recommend starting with the timed nutrition program if you already have a good foundation for basic clean eating. So what the time nutrition program or part of the program is basically eating within an 8-hour window. So you're just adjusting your basic clean eating and you're only eating at specific times to allow the body to burn fat. So how it works is there's short fasts throughout the night. We extend your fast from, you stop eating at, you'll see in the program, you stop eating at around 7:30, and you fast. We all naturally fast throughout the night when we sleep. Shift work, if you're on shift work, then you may be sleeping during the day and vice versa, but when we are asleep, we naturally fast, and it's healthy for our body. It's our body's natural process. So with the time nutrition, you're going to stop eating around 7 p.m. or 7:30, and you won't eat again until 10:30 or 11. Now, if you're pregnant or you're nursing, I don't want you to follow this way of eating. I would rather you stick to the basic clean eating portion. Not that it's a bad way of eating or anything. I wouldn't recommend anything to you unless I've tried it myself or believe in it myself. And I've tried this one, and I've read the studies, and I've seen the benefits for myself, not just physical benefits, but health benefits, and it's amazing. But when you're pregnant and you're nursing, you need to eat when you're hungry. You need all those calories to sustain the pregnancy and nursing, so that's why I don't recommend it for those who are pregnant or nursing. So you'll see, starting on page 46, a little bit about the time nutrition and the window of eating, and I explain to you how it works. So, hey Tammy, I explained to you how it works, and on page 47 of your program, if you log on to the digital version, there are 2 videos that I have down there that you can watch, and they give in great detail the studies, the benefits, the health benefits of intermittent fasting, and how it melts the weight off, because we're using our body to its advantage. Our bodies are very, very, very smart machines, and they always want the best for us. So one of our body's main goals or main projects throughout the day is to keep our blood sugars regular, keep them level. And when we're sleeping at night, we're not eating, right? So our blood sugars may dip, but that's when your body kicks in. Your body kicks in and starts tapping into your fat stores and burning your fat for energy to keep those blood sugar levels stabilized. So that's why when you wake up in the morning you always feel really lean, is because your body has been tapping into those fat stores while you sleep. So we extend that short fast and allow our bodies to tap into the fat stores for a bit longer by holding off on breakfast when following the Time Nutrition program and not eating till about 10:30 or 11. And then you can eat whatever you want following the clean eating principles, of course, like in the meal plan above in the program. So for an 8-hour window, you're going to eat as normal, eat every 2 to 3 hours, and eat. So eat from 10:30, 11 till 7:30 p.m. And then after that, you're going to stop for the night, and your body is going to get ready to go into fat burning mode. And that's just how it's going to work. Now you can follow the style of eating for life. I know many that do, or you can follow it for a few weeks and see how it works for you. But that is the basis around it and how it works. A lot of the weight gain that we put on as women is hormonal, a lot of it, and it's hard to switch up your hormones, especially when it comes to insulin resistance. And I explain insulin resistance a little bit on the pages to come, page 47 and 48. So basically, I'm going to get all sciencey here. Basically, when you eat food, your body releases insulin, and the insulin is used to take that food and put it into the cells. But when you're eating all day, you're constantly having those elevated blood sugar levels in your blood, and your insulin gets released, and it's transporting all the time. Eventually, there's so much insulin in the blood that the body slows down, has produced so much so that it slows down and stops letting the insulin deposit these nutrients into the cells. So everything's circulating, so the body stores it as fat. And insulin, its job doesn't get done as efficiently. And that's where you become insulin resistant. The body's just confused why it's got all this floating around in the blood sugar, and I'm probably confusing you. I would recommend you go watch the video. I know what I'm trying to say in my head, but I'm not saying it as well as, there's an ant. I'm not saying it as well as the professionals do in the videos below. So I would recommend watching that for a better detailed explanation, but you get the gist of it. So basically the only way to tap into the fat stores, other than ridiculous cardio, ridiculous exercise regimens, is to follow this way of eating. And it's a very healthy way for the body to tap into your fat stores and burn them as energy. It's getting really hot. So let's see what else we have here. I've also given you a diagram on page 48, and that talks about what I'm just mentioning as well. So basically, you're going to follow the same, on page 49, the same clean eating principles as in the basic meal plan. The only thing for this one is you're not going to eat breakfast. You're going to be skipping breakfast for the Time Nutrition portion if you choose to follow that. And if you look at the meal plan too, it's basically the same. You're just cutting out breakfast. And for that morning fast, you can have water, tea, or coffee before you start your first meal at 10:30, 11. If you like having your eggs and your breakfast, go ahead and have them at 10:30 or 11, and just coordinate your meals from then on. Do you guys have any questions about the Time Nutrition? I would highly recommend watching the videos that I've posted on page 47. Dr. Jason Fung is amazing. He has so many YouTube videos that you can watch. He's like an expert on this. He's healed so many of his patients' diabetes strictly through this way of eating, because they're diabetic, they're insulin resistant, so they have gained a lot of weight, and they're just in this vicious cycle. So they get put on medication, which makes them gain more weight, and they get on this vicious cycle. Their diabetes get worse, they increase, the medications, and it just decreases their health overall in general. So he has been putting his patients on Time Nutrition, and they're not only losing all their weight, but they are getting off all their medications. It was very, very interesting. So he's actually from Toronto, here in Canada. So I would recommend watching those. The second video is basically like what I was explaining to you on how the Time Nutrition works and how the body could be insulin resistant and unable to store the nutrients into the cells, but rather stores it as fat. You can watch that, the second link that I have down there on page 47, and it's just a little video. So those who are visual learners, kind of like myself, can see for yourself how it actually works. And you'll be able to find on YouTube from Dr. Jason Fung all the other health benefits. What's that word I'm looking for? Cell regeneration, good for the brain. Regeneration of neurons. They say it helps with Alzheimer's, could help prevent cancer. So many different health benefits to this way, and it makes sense too. So when way back when, we as humans are meant to fast. Dr. Jason Fung goes in, I don't know if you believe this or not, but goes into talking about back in the caveman days, we didn't have food available, processed food available like we do today at our fingertips all the time. So there was points when we had to fast in order to find more food, and our bodies are built to do that. Whereas now we're constantly eating all day long. We have food at our fingertips. You could go, you have processed foods, you have fast food, you have food everywhere at your fingertips, and you could eat all day long. And it makes sense that that's what we are doing as a society, and that is why our body is storing so much fat. We are constantly eating. We're not giving our body a break to tap into our fat stores and eliminate them. Instead, we just accumulate more and more. So it's pretty interesting. Again, I had read a bunch of studies on it, and it was really fascinating to me. So I tried it, and it's what I used to quote unquote lean out for my photo shoot with Tammy. And not only were those physical benefits from Time Nutrition, because I'm not trying to lose weight, but I had to try it because I would not recommend it unless I believed in it and tried it myself. But the energy was crazy. Cravings, I have a huge cookie problem. So cookies, I could eat them all day, every day. So those cravings went away. I usually pack like a granola bar in my lunch as my treat for the day. If that's the worst thing I eat all day, then I'm doing pretty good. But I have all my healthy stuff, and then I pack a granola bar as a treat for my lunch. And that granola bar sat in my lunch for 2 weeks while I was doing the Time Nutrition, because by the time I ate through my healthy stuff, like my chicken avocado sandwich and my celery sticks with peanut butter, I was satisfied, and I wasn't craving that sugary, sweet stuff. So it says something for how it really levels out the blood sugars and is really beneficial for the body. But the cravings were huge. They were non-existent while I was doing this. So go ahead and check out the Time Nutrition portion of the meal plan. I wanted to hop in and just talk about it, give you a bit more clarity on it and why it's in there. So it's in there as an option. So like I said, if you're new to this journey, if you're new to clean eating, if you're new to fitness, start with the basic clean eating plan. Get used to eating that way. And then maybe at the next push or the next push after that, you can dial in and try the Time Nutrition to see how that works for you. But if you've been at this for a while and you have weight gain that's stubborn, you've tried the basic clean eating, you've tried exercising and nothing's budging, then you can jump in and try the Time Nutrition for this push. But again, I don't recommend it for pregnant or nursing mamas. So if you have any questions, drop them below, and I'm always coming back to check the comments and answer any questions. But go ahead and watch those links in there. They're very, very knowledgeable. So have a great night, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.